Since the early 2000s, the land rush started gaining momentum worldwide. Madagascar was one of the most sought-after countries with its vast and fertile land. In the agricultural sector, Daewoo Logistics' plan to lease more than 1 million hectares of land led to a public outcry. But this plan was only the tip of the iceberg. Between 2005 and 2015, more than 80 investors from Europe, Asia as well as Madagascar declared their plans to establish large-scale farming projects. These were covering a total area of more than 3 million hectares, which is the size of land worked by Malagasy farmers. Today, 90% of the investment projects have been abandoned. Hurdles to investors are threefold. They underestimated the costs, overlooked the agricultural challenges, as well as land issues. Let's focus on land issues. To access land, investors can approach private individuals or apply for state-owned land.
Amin'izao fotoana izao ny lalàna izay ampiarisika zany mikasika an'ireny fampiasam-bola amina faritra malalaka ireny dia mbola tsy misy afa-tsy ilay lalàna momba ny tany-panjakana irery ihany. Zany hoe ilay lalàna mitondra laharana valosoa arivo ohatra 420. Maro samihafa kely ihany koa zany amin'ireo le hoe mpampiasa vola vahiny sy malagasy eo amin'ny fomba fanomezana an'ilay zofa azahoana mampiasa ny tany. Raha teratany malagasy moa izy dia mazava ho azy ekeny lalàna azo atao ny mivarotra ny tany iny amin'ilay teratany malagasy. Fa raha teratany vahiny indray izy amintsika miteny izao dia mbola tsy manana ny lalàna zany mbola tsy manome lalana hoe ho amidy amin'ilay teratany vahiny ilay tany. Fa saingy kosa azony atao azontsika atao ny manao fampanofana lavareny na le hoe bay amin'ny fideotika ho an'ireo société na olon-tsotra mampiasa vola izay teratany vahiny.
Between 2005 and 2015, in the agricultural sector, the government leased more than 50,000 hectares of land to local and foreign investors. The plots of land leased ranged from 2,000 to 19,000 hectares, but less than 7,000 hectares have actually been exploited as of now. Access to land is difficult. The first challenge is a complex, unclear, and lengthy procedure.
On a attendu plus que 5 ans pour obtenir le bail. Hein? Et ça, c'est beaucoup. C'était très difficile. Hein? Mais maintenant, on a le bail et on continue les travaux.
Secondly, once the procedures are completed, the quality of the acquired land varies. You have to invest a lot to improve the soil.
Moi, je ne pense pas qu'il y a beaucoup de terres à Madagascar parce que le terrain ici de l'Urumbé, c'est un terrain qui c'est pas un terrain agricole. Nous, on dépense beaucoup d'argent pour faire devenir ce terrain agricole. Il faut des grosses puissances, des tracteurs avec beaucoup de chevaux, de poids, des gros outils derrière pour casser le sol, pour faire en manière que l'eau se rentre.
Thirdly, the plots of land leased to investors may have occupants and customary owners who considered them part of their heritage and identity. What does the law say? Before 2005, any land that was occupied and owned based on customary rights was state-owned. As of 2005, the law has recognized occupants' ownership of the land, most of which is farmland. The state, therefore, cannot legally claim ownership of such land and sell it to investors. For pasture land, however, it is still legally considered state-owned land and can be titled on behalf of the state and leased to investors.
Tena mampalahelo anay zany ny hena tafanyan'io ndraiky fatagory ty zao da tena malahelo satria misy hena tegna ampanay zao fivelomanay mipetraky ato no tany na sainy aby manontolo. Akerina io fa tsy andamina. Filarana lamy io fa tsy mahavazaha azy mba hainay ny tokony ho tsinondronay tsy agny hoy dahy mba nahambianareo itanareo vola tsy bazanono pitrahany fivelomanay.
In some cases, the investors and local population are in an embarrassing situation.
Nanomboka tamin'ny 2010 izahay no niditra teto zay nanofan'ity toeran'ity amin'ny orinasa laiko. Nisy olana sedrainay zany eto amin'ity toeran'ity noho ny fisian'ireo andian'olona milaza fa hoe ry zareo ny tompony tany ary sakatsakana sy manembatsembana anay tsy asa eto amin'le tany zany.
Sometimes conflicts occur over land use, where nobody can use the land. Neither the investors, who are the legal lessee on private or state-owned land, nor the populations, who are the owners according to customary regulations. There will be no winner without discussions and an agreement at the local level. Some investors have managed to carry on with their projects despite the agronomic, institutional, and social difficulties. Who are they? Investors that came after the year 2000 with a plan to develop a large-scale farm are less than 10. They are mostly of European origin. Crops are intended for the production of fuel, as well as food, pharmaceuticals, and perfumes. They have had to adapt their production model.
Tany am-piandohana moa zany full stock arak'izay anaran'izay resaka famokarana biocarburant tena ny masonay kanefa zany tsapa fa rehefa nandeha le projet nandeha tsikelikely ataoko hoe tsy ny correspondre amin'le attentenay zany le production tamin'le biocarburant zany hoe le jatropha pure zany fa rehefa nandinika zany zay dia tonga tamin'izay teboka zay zany ny orinasa hoe alao tsika manao zavatra hafa miaraka amin'le valavelona dia programanay zany ao aoriana kely ao feno daholo reimplantation rehetrarehetra reny isy légumineuses daholo amin'le anelanelan'le jatropha zany.
These companies have contributed to the development of new commodity chains through the establishment of packaging or processing units.
Ny tanjona anay moa dia ny fanatsarana ny famokarana ny artemisia zay famolena akana le fanafody atao hoe artemisinine ilaina amin'ny fitsaboana ny tazo.
Export is not the only objective because there is a high local demand in crops, such as corn and biofuel. They have invested more than 3 million ariary per hectare. But even after 6 to 7 years of production, they haven't made any profit yet.
La Tozzi Green, M. Tozzi, il a investi ici sur le projet 10 millions d'euros. C'est beaucoup d'argent. C'est clair, ça va un amortissement, c'est pas dans un an, mais c'est des investissements énormes.
Despite the invested amounts, the agronomic results are much contrasted.
Raha le tany toerana tena ambolenay jatropha dia toerana efa tsisy ilana azy. Zany hoe lany tsiro tanteraka satria io toerana io talohan'ny zahay mbola tsy tonga teo dia may isan-taona dia tsy maintsy mila zezika rehefa amboly ary mila amboarina tsara le tany raha mila vokatra tsara.
Concretely, what are the impacts resulting from the investments at local level? First, employment opportunities. Investors create jobs in remote areas for men and women, local people and migrants, particularly youth.
Nanosika za tato mandesy ny heritreritra amin'ny tihanana voarana fa misy ary asa valavelogny lahay misy vola ary mandray vola isam-bolana. Tsy niala ndraiky amin'ireny tanimbary fa voa handeha rola hiasa beka mbo manosonosoko lehibe ny tegna tahizana ny zaza.
However, these jobs are a source of discontent. Jobs provided by the company have decreased over time, and the wages haven't been at the expected level. Indeed, the daily wage paid by the companies is the same as the local wage. Some investors are large employers and create 100 regular jobs per 100 hectares of cultivated land. Others are small employers, creating only 5 jobs per 100 hectares of cultivated land. The social benefits that result from the investment may include the improvement of health and education, access to water, and power generation.
Tiako manamariketo fa ny orinasanay dia tsy mpanao asa sosialy fa orinasa mitady vola. Nefa na eo ary zany dia tsy nasaka anazy nanangana ity hôpitaly ty ho an'ny vahoaka ny satrokala ary tsy ho an'ny vahoaka ny satrokala irery ihany ho an'ireo commune manodidina.
The scale and type of social activities provided by the companies to the community vary across companies.
Dia nitantara ireo firaisamonina hoe ara-monina nareo eto zahay. Dia ohatran'ny projet-ndreo zany dia hoe marobe jiro anaovana vovonareo anaovana école anankiray zay zany le fivindreo teto zany. Dia falifaly le vahoaka faly. Dia kanto zany zay fotsiny zany sekaseka na adisindreo zay le zavatra tenenindreo atao zany lasa tsy tanteraka.
Investors cannot meet all public service needs. However, the community expects meaningful benefits in return for their land. What are the recommendations? The debate is about the business model. What is the best? Large-scale farming or a more inclusive model such as contract farming?
Izy taloha teo na mitelinao zany na miendro hoe ty zanak'azy fa zay miantoka amngezy momba ny hoe karakarana ro azy. Olony leon'olo mikarakarana anazy ihany boko izy ro ihany mividy azy. Fa izy tsy nataondrony zay fa raha hoe za zany namendro ohatrany amiko misy namendro tiranga zanak'azy fa mileo amin'ny taninao. Lefa vokatra ty avaroto aminay. Raha nataondrony zany roborobo tsy nandeha nitady tany jiabijiaby io.
It is necessary to work out a transparent strategy for investment promotion, selection and regulation.
Amiko zany ny fanjakana tokony izy eo anatrehany mpandraharaha dia fanjakana manosika azy ampiasany volany. Fa ny mifamadika matetika ministra dia lasa efa mieritreritra sady le mpandraharaha hoe ampiasa vola fanampiny azy zay vao ahazo tany zay vao ampiasany volako. Dia mazava ho azy mampiemitra zavatra zay.
Access to land may be improved through limited and progressive allocation of land, use of participatory tools for land planning, and establishment of pilot areas which should be secured lands to be made available to associations or companies.
Zone d'investissement agricole dia fomba anankiray zay ahafahana manampy ireo olona tia ampiasan'ny volany amin'ny lafiny fambolena eto anivon'ny faritra anankiray. Marina zay. Satria le zone d'investissement agricole dia ataontsika hoe misy cadrage légal angamba ny tenantsika azy hoe misy ao ny famaritana ny fomba ifaneraserana, ny fomba ifandraisana ary indrindra ataontsika hoe ny fomba zay ahafahana manolotra zany fampanfanatany amin'le olona zany sy ny pitsopitsondraitra makasikasy.
However, safe access to land will be possible for investors only under the condition that the investment is desired and accepted by the populations. So, the allocation of land to investors must take into consideration the existence of any occupations. If there is an occupation, the populations should be truly considered the landowners, and their opinion on the investment should be respected. As stated in the land policy, it is critical to legally recognize collective and customary tenure areas and to consistently involve the populations with land management.
Vonina handray investisseur ny commune raha toa ka projet mifanaraka amin'ny fiainan'ny mponina ary apetraka mazava tsara ny fifanarahana mba sy maty antoka ny commune tompon'ny tany ary tsy voafitaka ihany koa ny vahoaka fa tsy de ken'ny vahoaka ty amin'ny commune de le tonga de tapahana agny ambony agny hoe ty misy ny mpampiasa vola tonga de petraka eto de tsy maintsy mahazo tany ray alina hectare na tsy maintsy mahazo tany 3 alina hectare.
The access to land cannot be a simple procedure. It should involve a social agreement. Investors could be a key development actor if legally managed, particularly if desired and accepted locally.